Testing. Yep, that works.
To get the crumbs. I finished the bag.
Oh, okay.
And just like that, we are back. Totally on brand. Didn't notify the guys. They heard the last little bit of that conversation. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, couple of things to notice. Sorry that it's been a long time since we last played. Some shit's gone down. Some real life stuff with certain members, you know. It is what it is, not going to rehash it. You're going to notice that there's currently 2 people not here. One, we don't know where he is. I don't know object permanence, so if he's not here, that means he's dead. So rest in peace, Jason. We knew you, we loved you. We'll see. Taylor's going to be gone for a little while. So Gran, the big friendly robot, he'll be back at some point, maybe. We'll see. Everybody else is here. Sorry that it took so long. Stream. Some things might be a little wonky, okay? I'm just going to be straight up with you. I had a hard drive just completely die, and unfortunately that was the hard drive that stored all of my D&D data, among a lot of other things, like a bunch of games and stuff. Anyway, not important. You just re-download those off Steam and you're good, but all of the D&D data is totally gone. So I've already warned the guys that, for the most part, the storyline is intact, because I remembered where we were and, you know, what we were doing, and my plans for where to take things and all that stuff is fairly well intact. However, there may be a point, and it could be tonight, it could be, 3 weeks from now, who knows, where somebody might be like, oh, hey, whatever happened with that storyline, and I'm probably just gonna have to fucking pull something out of my ass and just run with it, because that part of the doc no longer exists. I have since learned, and I'm now using Google Docs for all of my D&D stuff, but it's a thing. So if you're a studious observer and you're wondering what's going to happen with that storyline that was dropped and hinted at, and then, has been kind of a subtle subtext this whole time, and nobody brings it up, and it's weird, and, it might just be because it just got lost in the death of the hard drive. And if that happens, sorry. Also, all the maps, I had to go and re-download them all and stuff. Thankfully, some of it I had sent to the party to be like, hey, what do you think about this? Like, for example, the Raen world map, it's up there. It still exists because it was in the Discord, and I was just, download that, fixed it. Some other maps I was able to recreate, others just not. So, in some cases, there might be a map that you might be expecting to see, and it's just completely changed. I had to find a new map, build a new map, whatever. So some things do get changed, and then unfortunately that's the downside of a dead hard drive. So anyway, with all that preamble out of the way, given that it's been 153 days since we last played, who's counting? Thankfully Foundry keeps a tab on that for us. I'm gonna give I was thinking I would be brief, but I'm going to give a pretty thorough recap. So the group started off in the town of Belor, where they were all arrested after a stereotypical D&D beginning of a bar fight where somebody was killed. And they broke out of town, escaped, made their way south to Big Stump, met some people, made their way over to Garriott, met some more people. Along the way, they noticed that there was a woman that had control over some mechanical creatures, and I believe that your guys' current theory is that she was in cahoots with the big bad, so he's been dubbed, and that is Nithelios, the Abyssal Monarch. I remembered. And that they're in cahoots somehow. You guys have not seen her since your last meeting outside of Big Stump on your way to Garriott. And you got to Garriott, bought a ship, spent, let's say, 25 days on the sea, making your way to Blackmarsh. Along the way, there is a group called the Inquisition, which mostly ran the town of Belor, which seeks to control the use of magic in the world as they see it. The last cataclysm, world-ending potential event in the world was caused by rampant magic use, and they seek to kind of control that rampant magic use. And as such, they kind of have a strict martial code on the use of magic, and they don't like anybody that uses magic. And they have since started traveling east, now knowing or hearing that the King of Blackmarsh has since died, and a new change in leadership, as the King's son is going to become king shortly. Have sent a contingent of inquisitors to Blackmarsh to spread their influence and potentially have the Inquisition be part of Blackmarsh and instill their martial law towards magic users. Along the way, you guys found some magical artifacts. A couple I think only one that's been stamped by Zaxar, the Archmage Supreme. Some other magical artifacts. You found a cube, which unfolds into a castle. Inside the castle, you found some people being held there. I'll let one of you describe what they were being held for. And then you made your way to Blackmarsh, where all the guards seem to be tired. A note was passed to you guys. You read it. You went to Cohen's, I guess, paladin leader, instructor, mentor, knight guy. And he wasn't home, of course, because he's off chasing that woman from before with the mechanical constructs. And you met Cohen's sister, or I guess foster sister. And then, after a strange interaction there, you went and met up with Cohen's adoptive parents and had a little interaction there. And then you guys were going to head to a tavern to have a night's rest. Did I miss anything? And feel free to interject anything you want.
Definitely not Orcus.
Right.
Definitely not Orcus.
There was a fight with a creature that I called Definitely Not Orcus because I needed a token last second. Orcus looked cool, so I took that and named it Definitely Not Orcus. Now they are convinced that Orcus is in the campaign or something. I don't fucking know. Anyway. Anybody want to say what was in the castle? Inside the cube? Does anybody remember?
They were worshipping a Mind Flayer statue or something, right?
70-foot statue of a Mind Flayer.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't around for the cube.
You guys might want to explain that to Ebby.
Who has the cube, and why is there a castle in it?
Well, Van has it, of course. He wasn't here.
Yeah.
But we are feeding the people in there every day, I hope.
Hopefully.
Surely.
So, is it like they're small, like they're inside the castle, so you only need like a little bit of bread, like if you have an ant farm?
No, they're normal size. We walk inside the castle.
Yeah.
The cube turns into a castle.
Yeah,
Gets bigger.
Yeah.
when you rub it.
So is there a way to like
Gotta pull it a little too.
cement it into just being a castle, like so that it stays castle sized?
I mean, you could, but then you can't move it
Yeah.
around.
That's fair.
Exactly.
It's a pocket
Yeah,
castle.
I guess
Yeah.
that is kind of a selling feature. So the people that are inside the castle, when it gets smaller, don't get squished.
Correct.
yeah.
It
Also, there
exists
might be
in an
mind
extra
flayers in
dimensional
there.
plane.
Oh, there was
No,
like
no, I'm-
100%.
I'm
Definitely.
RPing talking to them.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
asking real quick.
this is
yeah,
this is
okay,
purely meta. We're getting everybody caught up on the same page
Yeah,
right now.
No.
okay,
This
yeah.
is me talking to them at the bar. This is we've
I
already
wouldn't-
started.
Okay.
I was
wouldn't have
what
said
I
the
was
thing
saying
about
is
Mind
like
Flayers then.
I was catching up everybody like meta wise before we got into it. You were just like, no, we're playing now.
Let's
I'm jumping.
go to the bar.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
153 days. We're doing it live.
Okay, so
there
I
is-
didn't say anything about Mind Slayers. Take
Of
that
course.
out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No. Little bit of information I need to know. Where were you guys headed to after you left Cohen's adoptive family? The place that Cohen usually goes is a tavern called the Crippled Horse. It's his usual drinking spot. Not a lot of rooms, but they are known to have a good crowd and a lot of drinks. Probably not something
like
that
we
could
went there
house
last
your
time?
party as far as like staying the night. You would need something larger. There is a couple of taverns nearby. There's one directly across the street called the Last Drop.
I
which
don't
is good, too.
recall. So meta. I
Yeah.
don't recall exactly how I guess I should have watched.
No, it's
I do remember I talked to my foster parents.
Yep.
And I made a joke kinda, and the dad was really not happy, and then we were like going somewhere else, but I don't.
Yeah, so basically you met up with them, kind of hashed out,
Yeah.
you know, your guys' backstory and like, hey, I'm not your parent, you know, and you're like, yeah, but you kind of are. And he's like, oh, that warms my heart kind of thing. And then you guys were like, all right, we're going to get out of your hair. Like, it's big party, small house. Like, we're going to go and like find a tavern or an inn to stay at. And then we ended the session right there. So we hadn't,
Okay.
we'll pick up
So
with
we
you
hadn't
guys
chosen.
literally right outside
Oh.
Cohen's family's house. And that's where you are.
Is it far to the docks?
Yeah, probably
Shouldn't
10,
be.
15 minute walk. It's not
You
crazy,
just
but
sleep there.
So we did
Go
that.
get smashed in Cohen's bar and then stumble home to the boat.
I was gonna
Sounds
say
like a plan.
if we are so close.
oh wait, hold
to
on.
it.
I was reading the wrong thing. Black Marsh. It's a couple hours.
That's
Because
convenient.
you guys are in
Oh.
the like outer like there's the keep, which has its own like
Yeah.
castles and stuff, and then there's like the city just outside, which does have a walled off portion, and then there's like a couple hours travel to the actual dock. I was looking at the wrong entry. I was
That's
looking
less
at Tark.
convenient.
That's my
I was
bad.
I was gonna say that doesn't make sense to me, but okay.
Yeah, because
I'll
you
go
guys
10
traveled.
minutes.
You guys traveled a couple hours to get to his
Yep.
parents' place.
Yep. Okay. So I don't think my normal place has enough for everybody, but we could go check it out and at least have a nice meal and drink and go from there.
Sure, as long as we can find it in afterwards.
Jay, it is in like one of the hearts of the city,
Oh, yeah.
right? I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like. Okay.
Yeah, you anybody that's like lived in Black Marsh would describe the Crippled Horse as like the place to be. It's a lively tavern, right like perfectly centered in the middle of like the sprawling area, within pretty much walking distance from anything that you would want. And yeah, it's pretty much like right in the middle of like 5 corners where all the streets converge. It's like the middle spoke of the whole wheel of the city.
Cool. We'll do that one.
Yeah. Okay. As you guys are making your way, nothing uneventful happens. And you find yourselves kind of at the crossroads. Directly ahead of you, you do see the Crippled Horse Tavern, where you see the little sign on the outside that says Crippled Horse, and there's a not terribly well done, but not exactly the crudest thing you've ever seen. Depiction of a 3-legged horse with like the 4th leg that's like kind of crippled and turned a little bit, and the horse has his head kicked back and is literally drinking out of a keg. To the left of it, you see a older looking man carting out a wheelbarrow and dumping it on the street, and you see it's all just wood shavings. This is a Cartwright. He's one of the manufacturers that makes carts in the city and stuff, and so they're constantly, shaving off wood, making wheels, and constructing carts. To the other side, you see a small shop of knickknacks. There's a bead curtain door, and a very bored-looking couple sitting at the kind of front, gazing out the window at all the passerbys. Across the street, you see a sign with a mug overturned with 1 drop falling out of it, and the sign above the door in very inviting text says "The Last Drop," which is known as a tavern/inn. It appears to be about the size of the 3 businesses directly in front of you, but across the street, and it's 1. So a very, very large place that appears to accommodate a lot of things. Looking down one of the spokes of the road, you see people traveling in and out, different businesses, houses, people hanging their clothing outside the windows to dry, up and down the streets. Not so much in the way of cart traffic, couple of horses here or there, and you do see one kind of figure in a dark cloak trailing behind your party, probably about 60 or 80 feet back, kind of shambling, but not too quickly, just kind of keeping pace with you, but noticeably at a distance.
Does everybody notice that, or
Anybody with a perception higher than 11?
not me? Never mind.
Oh, Cohen doesn't see it. Okay. Whoops.
Have you forgotten the helmet?
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to flip the visor up. Your perception goes up.
Well, yeah. If only. It's perma down, apparently.
All right, fair enough. Everybody else sees that. Cohen absolutely doesn't. As you guys stand outside the crippled horse.
I'm happy to be home, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll be able to get a table at a place that's like super popular, or are we gonna have to stand at the bar? Is there cover?
Why are you asking these questions? Let's just walk inside.
That's a great question.
Look, I walk inside.
I punch. I'm assuming it's like a normal.
Yes.
Like, what kind of door is it?
Exactly
like
like what you're
swivels?
thinking of. Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Old saloon
I'm
style.
I'm gonna pop it open.
Yep. It swings open, and you hear the loud, raucous crowd that you would be very familiar with of this town, as people are starting to get a little bit in their cups.
Yeah. First drinks on me, guys. Let's go.
Let's go to that. Let's go.
Start walking in.
All right. As you all make it your way in, the first thing that hits you is the smell. It is not exactly the most unappealing thing you've ever smelled, but there's a very clear smell of, like, fresh hay mixed with mud. And as you look down, you notice the floors are basically mud with some hay thrown over top. Closer inspection, anybody with a perception of 16 or higher sees that the hay is basically thrown on top of spills and or bodily fluids to just cover up and keep the party going. Along either sides of the walls, you see there are actual bales of hay with some of the straps that go around them. The twine has been cut so people can just grab a handful of it and throw it down on whatever mess they made of whatever the mess is. And you see at a couple of points as you're sitting there, people like slapping each other on the back. There's some drinking games going on. There's a game of dice over in the corner. Candles everywhere. And everybody is very careful whenever the candles are on the middle of the table. Somebody goes to grab like some of the the hay to cover a mess. Somebody else always like covers the flame and shadows it to make sure that they're not going to burn the place down. And as you guys kind of like are taking all of this in, aside from the hay smell and the mud smell, there is that kind of salty pang of, does that smell like vomit? That maybe? And then after a second, a wash of like hot, fresh smelling bread and the distinct smell of like ales and wine starts to drift out from the kitchen as a very large, middle years human male, big paunch belly with an apron, hair that he would have a full head of hair if patches of it didn't look like it was completely pulled out. He comes walking out and has this steaming loaf of bread as he walks over to one of the tables and like sets it down and, you know, stabs a knife into the table and collects some coin and then walks back over to the bar. He notices you guys and says, "Oh, come in, join the party."
Where's your spot, Cohen?
Who did he notice, I guess?
He just noticed the
us as a
crowd.
collective?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gran draws eyes as this big looming robot standing behind you is like,
Stick close, Gran. Don't get lost.
I forgot he was
And I'll
here.
grab him by an arm.
It's the first time he's been
he
this
puts his
close,
hand on
in
your
ages.
shoulder and like follows you.
Is he like in sleep mode right
Nope.
Now, I'm ghosting him currently
Okay.
until
Okay.
events happen.
Quick, use him as a weapon.
Yeah. There
Wait,
you
I could throw him as a torpedo.
go. Grab by the leg and an arm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. Do I see a normal spot that I used to go to?
Okay, so you would know, having been here so long, when you were here previously, you generally got here early enough that, you know, you could have a spot by a window if you wanted, where you could kick back and kind of look out the window or like read a book with decent lighting coming from the outside without having to worry about a candle. Today it seems overly packed. Your usual spot, not good.
Okay,
Packed.
where's my usual spot? Is it like by like a window or something?
It would be by the window over towards the corner where I mentioned the dice game was happening, but like just about 5 feet away, but in the corner with your window directly to your right so that the light coming in lights your table. And yeah.
Who's sitting there?
Currently, it appears to be a pack of 4 women. There is 1 tiefling, 1 dwarf, and 2 humans.
Just okay. I am a paladin of the light. Hold on a second. All right. I'm gonna walk up.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
If he's walking up, I'm going to slap him with guidance on the back as he goes.
Okay, yeah.
You got
Nice.
this. I believe in you.
Guidance, that works. All right.
All right. So as I walk up, I'm gonna try to just make eye contact with one of them that are at
Sure.
the table.
The tiefling notices you coming and kind of cocks her head a little bit and raises an eyebrow.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and hello, ladies. I used to be a fair person that travels this place often, and I was just curious if maybe me and my travelers could perhaps share the table with you. We could perhaps buy a round of drinks or so and see how the night goes.
The 2 humans look at the tiefling. The tiefling has a mischievous smile go across her face as the dwarf kind of kicks back off of the table a little bit, jumps off her stool and goes, "Well, I'm gonna go piss," and walks off. The tiefling, with that mischievous smile, just kind of puts her hands together and then leans on it, goes, "So you're no longer fair?"
Can I insight to understand what she means?
You said you were a fair person that came here. And she's saying, "So you're no longer fair?"
Oh, okay. Well, that was just wording, I guess.
Yep, she caught it.
I mean, I I don't even know. I believe that's just a phrase and a misslip of tongue.
Oh. I've got a room here if you want to show me what else that tongue can slip on.
Could I possibly bring one of my companions as well?
That'll cost more, but sure.
I turn back to the party.
I give
Okay.
you a thumbs up.
You notice the magical effect of guidance is still on him.
True. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Bring him on in.
Okay. So, Merrick, you go with Cohen?
Oh, I didn't hear any of that. I was standing back there. He just went up there. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so what do, Cohen? Do you go and grab a friend, or what?
Oh, well, I thought that was more natural. I mean, I guess if he was right there and he said it and like heard it and raised his hand, then I would have said like yeah. But
Fair
now
enough.
it's like kind of forced. I feel like.
The moment's lost.
Yeah, for sure.
You get rescued by the tiefling, who kind of gets up and walks over and puts her hand on your wrist and just taps and goes, "I'm only messing with you. You can have the table. Buy us around, though." And the three ladies that remain walk over to the bar. One of them comes back and grabs the stool, and then comes back to where they are at the bar and sets it there for their friend when they get out of the pisser, leaving your table unattended.
Cool. I'm gonna sit down and then look at the rest of the guys. Kind of motion.
I'll join him.
All right.
So, did it go good or bad? I can't tell.
Oh, it went great. She offered to take me up to a room and wanted to take you with me.
Why are we still here?
It would have cost more.
Ah, I see. I mean, if you need money, I can spot you.
Well, we might need to because that was the other point. I only have 42 gold and I'm buying around for everyone apparently.
Ah, if only we had a giant bag of money with us.
Yes, if only.
I will open the bag of holding and
Gran
give him,
kind
like,
of walks
200
over,
gold.
shimmies up to the edge of the wall, and then just kind of like slowly melts down so that he's eye level with you, but he's not sitting on anything. He just kind of, and his eyes are still open and looking around, but he's, and then just goes, "But we have a lot of money."
He's right, you know.
This is true. I just forgot as I looked into my pocket purse here and noticed only 42. We'll figure it out as the time goes.
Yes, let's get a drink ordered.
Yes.
Yes.
While we're waiting, can I listen around to see if anyone's talking about the sleepy guards? Just to figure out what's going on with that?
Sure, make a perception check.
Didn't go through. Rip.
Did you forget to click your B20s?
I did.
It happens. There you go.
There we go.
A 19. Distinctly filtering for the words tired or a guard. You notice there's actually a couple of guards in the tavern that appear to be all nursing a beer or ale or whatever they're drinking, and they all are leaning on the table as if using it for support. One of them has completely given up and has fallen asleep at the table. The other two that are there, because there's three of them, the other two that are there are talking a little bit quieter. You can't make out all of the words, but the bits that you do hear are, it's been happening for like 2 weeks now. It's weird, right? It's weird. So tired.
My first instinct is that the Inquisition is poisoning the guards or something, so they have to rely on them, but I don't know. What do the rest of you think? It's weird.
Is this your inner monologue or is this?
I'm talking to you while we're waiting.
Out of character, my perception is 8, so I'm like drooling on myself while you're talking to me, basically. So I'm gonna raise the visor. What are you muttering about? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. The
I just
guards
hear
are
a
all
lot of
tired.
rattling in this helmet.
Yes, while we're waiting, I was just thinking about why all the guards are so tired.
Okay. And
No, just listening to the guards over there. They're also tired. That's all I got. I was hoping you had more.
none that I can recall currently, but I do have a
Ah.
lapse of memory here. So it might come back to me.
Is it always this busy, or is this an unusually big crowd?
It's normally this busy around this time.
Oh, okay.
Normally it's this busy. I usually get here earlier, and kind of secure a table or corner of the establishment that I like. This is my go-to table. Otherwise, I take kind of this whole corner, kind of go from there.
All right. Well,
Nice corner.
drinking is a start. Tremendous strategy. When did you guys find a castle? The box castle.
A week ago, maybe?
So you were in the ocean?
We stopped very briefly. I don't remember why.
Ah, I remember now. We traded a
Silver-
brass dragon for it.
Was it Silverleaf or? Oh no, it was. Yeah, it was. It was just off. I think it was just off the coast of, in between Silverleaf and Anik, ish,
Sounds about right.
or maybe it was Tark and Logoth. It was one of those.
I left the boat when we had just left Garriott, and I came on shortly after Tark.
It was probably Silverleaf to Anik then, I believe. 'Cause
So-
I believe we had it for about a week.
You had in your possession a brass dragon of which to trade the cube for?
I did nothing of the sort. It would be
Yes.
then I'd point to the man that's not here.
Venvarys, yes.
Van Varys?
I believe
Yeah, by the way, Van Varys didn't come with you to the bar.
Ah,
Yeah.
He is
Only
gone.
just
You don't know
noticed.
where
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah, wherever he is, he didn't show up when we left port this morning.
Interesting.
I feel like
I
that's
believe
the
he traded
easiest
a
out.
sword that doesn't suck souls for it.
Absolutely not.
It absolutely does not suck souls, is what he
He
told
was very
us.
insistent upon that part.
Yes, it
Oh.
absolutely does not suck souls. Yes,
And he has certainly not since made another one.
Oh, God.
right.
Yes.
Yes, things are going wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. Did
The
he
boat
manage to
certainly
say
does not have a forge either.
his alignment to us, even? No, is he away a lot? Is he writing notes to people? What's he doing?
Hanging out?
Oh,
Making stuff in the forge? In the boat?
well,
The
I
man-
happen to be a little bit invested in the nature of souls,
Ah,
and I'm actually incredibly alarmed. Is he just? Does the soul-sucking sword keep the soul?
I believe it talks as well.
the old one did. Does a new one as well?
I believe I just remember him talking to it. I don't remember if I heard it talking.
Did he mention a name?
Oh, he got soul sucked. It's
Or
over.
if I just heard him talking to it.
He lagged out there for a second.
It was the perfect time. Totally. Talking about getting soul sucked and your soul left your body in Discord. Real time. It was great.
Did any sort of name crop up about the sword?
Not that my memory remembers.
Same.
Huh.
It's a little foggy. Maybe the magic is strong with it.
But, I mean, none of our crew died, so...
This is a
Is there
meta
any
thing
of our
for the
souls?
DM.
Sure.
I remember something about my talisman being able to communicate to home base, and that I could send one message a day.
It can.
I can also cast Ending if you need.
Also,
that's actually really convenient.
also,
Thank you.
I just want to
No,
put
sure.
this out there. Merrick and Cohen still both have a vizier they can use.
Oh, true.
Oh, wow.
From the deck of many things, ages
Yeah.
and ages ago.
I just haven't.
Yep, I know, but that is something you can do if you choose to. You can ask me a very specific worded question, and I have to tell you as much as I can about it. Whether your character your character would have to know what you're asking about, but literally you could borderline ask me a meta question, and I'd have to tell your character that. So use it carefully because it's very powerful. But just a reminder, you do have that. Also, Jason's first character has one as well. So there's 3 viziers in the party. But
So we can know anything we want.
But yes,
Well, once we get him back,
yeah, Ebby can talk to somebody at the necropolis once per day.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in the back of my head because alarm bells are starting to go off.
Mm-hmm.
Are we at all concerned that he might have an agenda that is not in alignment with our current party? Mind you, I don't know if this party per se has a unified agenda. I kind of want to see Cohen, be a lord.
So, I'm not entirely sure. However, if you haven't seen his workstation on the boat recently, perhaps you should walk in.
Oh, has he been doing remodeling?
I think that might be valuable.
Well, last time I was there, it was a little different.
I think that is worth my time.
So it wouldn't. I mean, it takes a couple hours for us to venture back. So maybe tomorrow or whenever we get back, it'll be something to look at.
For now, we can get settled in Black Marsh a little bit.
I mean, the man did make a furnace and forge on a boat. That is
It's
a little
pretty cool.
But
also-
odd.
You could also split the party.
Oh God! Not on the first session back.
Sounds like a great
Sorry, I'm a
idea.
terrible influence. I'll stay out of it. But you thought about it
Split
for a
the
second
party
there. You were
multiple
like,
hours.
we could.
This is a cozy session, and we're drinking.
Yep.
Multiple hours, dude.
What's the worst that could happen, right?
Oh man!
Full
Now
party wipe on both sides.
True. Could be.
That'd be the worst.
That would. Yeah. That'd be pretty bad.
Bob drinking a beer makes me want to get a drink.
I'm sorry. I waited.
No, now I'm
Because
like,
we weren't playing until 8, so I was like, I double checked. I was like, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna have one at 7 then.
Priorities.
It was a talk.
So at this point in the conversation, you see the large owner of the place come in from the back room, another loaf of bread, a couple of mugs in the other hand, loaf of bread in the other hand, and he sets down the mugs towards the ladies at the front counter, and then he brings over the bread to your table and sets it down, stabs a knife in the table, and really, really quickly just kind of points at each one of you. What do you want? Pointing at Cohen first.
This is the usual.
Reaches over and like lifts up your visor so you can see your eyes. Okay, yeah. Points at Merrick.
Ale.
Abby.
oh, meat,
Gran.
cooked or uncooked.
No response from Gran. Points at Kato.
Mead.
He just turns around and walks away.
Oh, give us a round of food as well.
He stops, slowly turns around, looks at the table with the loaf of bread on it, and goes, "Fuck do you think that is?" Turns back around and walks into the back room.
Ah, now that's a proper bartender.
I liked the slow turning around. You can tell he's really jaded.
This man's seen some
That was
shit
the best
these
part.
days, dude.
Is it not Tuesdays? I swear it was Tuesday meat day. Fuck.
Well, yes, that almost rhymes.
Well, to be fair, Abby
Well,
did say
to be
meat,
fair.
cooked or uncooked. So he will be bringing meat. but there's bread on the table, freshly baked, if anybody does want it.
Perfect.
And after that interaction, you see the bartender go back into the back room. The door closes behind him. And anybody with a passive perception of 12 or higher notices a little bit of a disturbance at a table where there's 3 guards sitting there. One of them with his head down on a mug of ale. And he jolts head straight up and goes, "Not again!" Okay. And then slowly takes his drink and starts sipping it. The other 2 just kind of look at him and then kind of go back to their drinks as if they've seen it before. Everybody else kind of in the immediate vicinity just kind of looks at him like, what the fuck is going on with them? And then they kind of disperse back to their normal drinking and talking amongst their own table.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah. You think he's like
Did you?
poisoned you?
Well, it's funny that the guy went to lift up my face mask, but I've had it lifted up for probably the last 5 minutes.
Whoops. I assumed it was going to be like
the
the Knights of the Holy Grail. What's his name?
Usually
and it's
I do.
always down, and he's always
Usually
gonna
I
lift
do.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured here I'd keep it up for like
Fair enough. Okay.
any slight of resemblance, right? That might help.
Yeah, recognition. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Would I recognize this guard?
Not personally.
Or
I don't think you guys have ever met. He is obviously dressed up in the Black Marsh regalia. But yeah, just nameless guard number 1. Yeah.
okay. I'll just chill for a sec.
Cool. Anybody else want to do anything? Okay. Probably about a minute and a half after that guard kind of jolted awake, you notice a dark cloaked figure kind of sheepishly step in the room. Anybody with a passive perception of 14 or higher notices this kind of creature, humanoid thing with a dark cloak, kind of step into the room, kind of look around, spot you guys, and then obviously chooses a table across the way. Noticing that there are no tables once he gets to it, just kind of grabs a random drink off of a random table and then puts his back to the wall and like slinks into it and then like slowly starts nursing a drink.
Do I see any weapons on him?
Staring. Make a perception check. I'll also take insight if you prefer.
Big 10.
Big 10. No visible weapons.
Everyone else saw that, right? The not at all suspicious man who just is watching us now.
My helmet fell down. What?
Well, don't be obvious, but over there. I'll be very obvious at pointing at him.
You look over and you see the
all of our heads are just like.
You see the very obvious person leaning against the wall, trying to be inconspicuous, clearly failing.
Why don't you just wave him over?
I slam my helmet up a couple times as I like look over. That guy?
Yeah, let's beckon him over.
Yeah, you do that.
You guys cool with this? Let's just drink. Let's fast track this.
What does
Sure,
he look
might as
like
well
to
save
me?
some time.
To you,
Since
looks
I-
like a
yeah.
very slender person, kind of appears to be hunched over. You can't make out any facial features, and is
It
just
looks
kind
like
of
like a human.
humanoid.
Humanoid. Okay.
Yeah, you can't make out any facial features, but it definitely looks like a hunched over creature with a dark cloak, hood pulled over, and noticing that it's being beckoned over, just kind of like.
Was this guy acting weird?
Looks around to make sure that you're not pointing at anybody else, and then like
I double down and I point at him and I'm like, yeah, you, yeah.
sheepishly like walks over, and it's at this point now that you're all like scrutinizing this person, you notice the movements don't perfectly match. Like the swaying of the arms, the leg movements seem a little bit more stifled, if not waddling.
Is this multiple people in a trench coat?
And as the creature
three gnomes in a
approaches,
trench coat?
you look up into the cowl and you see a kind of faint green skin and large, long, pointy ears. Crooked yellow teeth with a nose ring made out of
Am I
pure
looking at a
solid
goblin?
gold. You are looking at a goblin. Which is strange, because his figure is like 6.5 feet tall, and goblins are like 3 tops.
Can I? I'm just gonna like. Am I at the corner of the table, or am
Sure.
I like
Yeah.
sitting in?
Oh, we can say you're at the corner. That's fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna lean over and like, I'm gonna like have like my finger ready to flick,
Right.
but like I'm gonna try to like count up like one goblin where
Right.
one goblin head would be, and like flick, and then count another,
okay.
and then flick there as well.
So, roughly crotch level on a human, you flick,
Yeah.
and you just hear like a ow! As you see one of the legs grow some sort of like tumor or something out of like the leg and come up, and like you see green skin kind of rubbing at where the buttons are on the vestments underneath the actual like robe that cowls. And there is actually only 2 goblins stacked on top of each other, so you just flick the other one directly in the nose, and that one goes ow!
Dude,
Okay.
don't flick it there. It's growing stuff. I want to see what pops out next.
The one on the top just kind of like looks over, is like, that was mean. And then you notice one of the buttons undoes from the or gets undone from the inside, and you see another goblin head poke out at what would be crotch level on a human. You see that like crooked bulbous nose and the ears, and you can very clearly see some sort of harness set up on its shoulder, and almost like a helmet sitting up top where the other one is standing. And it goes, "You hit me right in the nose."
I knew it.
You are conversing with 2 goblins in a trench coat.
I'll lean over to Cohen. Are goblins illegal here, or are they goblin children? Why do they feel the need to do that?
Meta question: isn't this place like a race open?
Yeah.
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 It's totally okay. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Anybody could be here, as long as you don't break the law.
I actually don't know. As long as they're not criminals, and like on the run, I don't know why they would act this way. Anyone's welcome in Blackmarsh.
The lower
long
one
as
just
you're
goes,
not
"That's what they
evil."
want you to think." The one on the top like smacks him on the top of the head and goes, "I'm talking today. That's what they want you to think."
You do realize that you could just take off that trench coat and no one would think twice.
Well, sure, but that would give away the master plan.
So there's a plan.
Yeah,
Let
of
us
course.
know, man.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help?
Absolutely.
Who's persuading?
rolling?
It would be Ebby, and you can also roll, and then
I'm +7, so yeah. Do I also
Go for it.
roll? Is
Yep,
that how it
that's
goes?
fine.
Okay.
because I'll just average it between the two of you if one of them's low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The 20 is more than enough, but also with Cohen standing there and gesturing as well and totally backing you up. Gollin just goes, "Well, you see, and we only tell our friends, we're starting an empire of free folk who want to get rich. You see, we've got this plan, okay? So the plan is we're going to buy up some land, and we're going to rent it to people for vacation spots. But they can only have it for an allotted point of time. So everybody gets this vacation spot, same place. But they only get it for a certain amount of time, and then you rotate. And because I own that land and they're all paying me, I'm going to make so much money." The one, like, above just kind of, like, taps the leg and goes, "Us! They're paying us!" Like, yeah, paying us. I'm talking today. Stop. So, it's like being a landlord, but we share the time at the vacation spot. It's foolproof. Although,
Pretty good skating.
unfortunately, they don't sell real estate to children. So, you know.
You have the money?
We're working on it. We're open for investors, you could say.
You know, why don't you come sit down? We can talk this out. And I will stare intently to see how they sit down.
The one on the bottom just kind of looks up and goes, I don't think that's a good idea. And he just kind of like shuffles over and like leans against the wall. And the top one's like trying not to tip over and just kind of like leans with it against the wall and is like, this will have to do.
Wow, you're really natural with it. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, well, we've only been doing this a couple of days. But we're, you know, ambitious. So, you want to invest or not?
Well, what kind of property were you looking for? How much does it cost? What's your funding source?
Okay, as far as where it is, what we still got to nail down. We got a couple of different places we're looking at. One is in the middle of the marsh. I know, okay, location's not great, but money-wise, it's not bad. They only want about 3,000 gold for the actual property itself. And there's, it's right on the marsh, so there's creatures to kill. If you're, like, an adventuring type, we could, like, it could be, like, one of those, you know, where, like, people rent the place, and then they just decide, hey, I'm gonna go out there and hunt things. But these things hunt back. Yeah, hunting lodge, that's the word, yes. Yeah, like that. Only, these things hunt back. Because they don't like being killed. So there's that.
I'm trying to, I was trying to roll on... Oh, why does it say 2014? It's not.
Oh, you should
I
have
don't know
two
why.
character sheets, right?
I do. I clicked the other one. I don't know why it says that.
Weird.
I'll have to go back and look.
And then it says
Let me double check.
the second one isn't exactly on this plane of existence, but we've made a deal with somebody that can get us there, and anybody who decides to buy in this vacation spot, they get a nominal fee for each transfer between the realms, and that one takes place in the Hang Court.
The what
So-
now? Sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, it's in the Fan Court. So
I didn't quite catch it that time.
it's
Court?
in the Court of the Sealy.
Those are the good ones, right?
Well, I wouldn't look at Fey morality as good or bad. I would look at them as winter and summer.
Wow, you've convinced me. That sounds like a great place to vacation.
It's beautiful. Not many things want to kill you there. Less than here, certainly. But, beautiful place. You just don't tell anybody, like, your full name, and you'll be fine. Probably. I'm new to this, okay? Like, I don't know. It's just an idea, okay? So we got those 2 locations picked out, but, you know, it's a little pricey. And we've got, how much do we have? We've got about 31 gold pieces and about 400 or 500 silvers. Yeah, we got like 31 gold pieces and 400 or 500 silvers so far. So we're getting there, you know? It's taking time.
You know, I have a terrible idea. We could bankroll them, put the property in our name, and have them manage it for us. I'll kind of whisper to the party.
How much were they asking for?
They haven't specifically said. They're
Would it
hoping
also be-
to get as much as possible. Your passive insight.
Would it be
will tell you.
valuable for us to have a little hidey hole in a different realm?
It's a spicy hole, but we could make
That
it
is
work.
It might be a contentious place. However, it
Yes.
has the benefit of being on a different plane, where presumably the Inquisition is not.
Would we only be able to acquire a spot there well in
Well-
advance?
The goblins. Did you have a contact in the Unshiri court that was willing to sell you property there?
No, just the Sealy. The Unsealy, they're too cold for us. Their demeanor,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Less trappable.
Yeah. But, we can talk to some people there, obviously.
No, Sealy's fine.
It would be great to have both spots. Oh, think about that, year-round.
Ski lodge. Right?
Ski lodge and hunting lodge. Well, you wouldn't want to do the hunting lodge in the Sealy. The point is, summer, winter. In the Unsealy it'd be winter all the time, and in the Sealy it'd be summer all the time. But you know what I mean? Like, depends on your flavor. If you're somebody from like up north where maybe it snows a lot, maybe you want to go to the Unsealy because you like snow, or maybe you just want to go to the Sealy because you like summer and tropical and fantastical creatures that can turn you inside out just by looking at you. Who knows? Whatever.
Is the ferry across expensive? Because we could just buy some property in the Unsealy Court and then ship ice back here. And
they don't necessarily like being called ferries, but it's more like a flat fee kind of thing. Like we kind of worked it out. Essentially, they'll open up a limited time only portal every however many days. And you have that small window to get in and out. And if you miss your window, don't miss your window, is what I'm saying.
This is seeming slightly less useful.
And we would pay them a single lump sum for every time they open up the interdimensional portal between the
I
realms.
think I'm out.
It's a great opportunity. You just got to make sure that you get the money from the person ahead of time. That way, if they miss the portal and they go missing, you're not out a bunch of money.
I'll be honest. I think the marsh idea was a much better one.
You sure? There's
what about
a lot of things there that could kill you. Well, a lot of things in the Sealy could kill you, too.
what about
True.
a place on a beach?
So, the Sealy Court?
No. Place here.
Oh, here?
But on the beach.
I'm gonna guess. Yeah, that could work. Aren't beach properties, expensive, though?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
But also
Yeah.
desirable. People actually want to go there.
Okay.
Whereas when people hear, hey, do you want to go to the swamp? They usually say, no.
Hell yeah, I'm in. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I guess if your target audience is goblins, mind you, you guys don't appear to have
Not
that much
necessarily.
money.
Just anybody with money, really. Look, I'm tired of working for a day's living, alright? This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme, but it is a get-rich-quicker-than-other-people scheme.
Well, certainly a plan.
I've worked hard every day of my life for the last 2.5 years. I'm over it.
It sounds exhausting.
It's literally half my life. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine it.
Right? It's wild out there, man. You gotta be careful. So, do you want to invest or no?
Well, you're going to need to sweeten the deal. Do you got a place we can stay tonight?
Yeah, actually, this is a really cool place. Not many people know about it, aside from Grung, but he doesn't count. He's friendly. You guys will get along with him just fine. It's about 3 blocks down. You hang a right between the baker and the stables, and you keep going until you get to the compost pit that's right there. Right behind that, next to some dumpsters. Perfect spot there. We've got all this paper and hay laid out. It's a beautiful spread. You really can't go wrong. Mostly leave you alone. Everybody's kind of friendly there. Don't look Grung in his eye. He doesn't like it. But you're welcome to stay as long as you like. As long as you're in town. I don't know if you live here, but, totally welcome. We won't even charge you. We normally charge people. But if you're going to be investors, We need to keep our investments safe, right? So, our investees safe. Investees.
I'm gonna lean over to the party and not try to be quiet at all.
Sure.
That sounds like shit. Just to say.
Yeah. I'm more interested
Yeah.
in the bridge to the Feywild. I
Agreed. I'm just
I
gonna
like the
lean back up. Yep.
someone that can build a bridge between here and the Fey could theoretically pick us up, take us there, drop us off somewhere else.
Do you want to meet Dum Dum?
Yes, we would like
Absolutely.
to meet them.
Okay. Yeah. When are you free?
Now.
Right now.
That's not going to work.
How
Why
do you
not?
call Dum Dum?
I go to a very secret meeting spot, and he shows up on a very specific day at a very specific time at a very specific place. Once a week. Then we discuss. I give him information about this land, he gives me information about the Sealy, and that's where this opportunity for the land comes from. You see, Dum Dum is a quite established landowner on the other side.
Are
A
they?
name like Dum Dum, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. I named him Dum Dum.
You named what?
He wouldn't tell me his real name, so I was like, fine, you're Dum Dum. And he was like, I'm Dum Dum. Haha. And we're like, yeah, it sticks.
Well, how soon is this next meeting of yours? Because we are interested investors, but we need to, of course, meet everyone first.
4 days. 4 days. He was last here
And
4 days ago. 3 days. He was last here 4 days ago.
so how many hours?
3 days. That's like 11 hours?
Exactly.
Yeah. 11 hours.
Well, where is this spot of yours? Just so we can all meet there together.
Okay, so if you go down a couple of blocks and you hang a right past the bakery, right before the stables, and then you go past the compost pit, right before the dumpsters, you'll see a bunch of paper laid out and some hay. Don't look Grung in
You
his
know what?
eye, but
You know what? On
that's
second
the
thought,
super secret meeting spot.
Let's just walk down and you can just point it out from down the road.
Yeah, all right.
That way we're all on the same page.
we could
'Cause
we could do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. I have this helmet on, and sometimes I can't hear that well. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, we
Yes.
could definitely do that. You notice like the goblins kind of like get up and like fasten their coat back together and like get up and like walk over to the door and push it out. You can see them outside the window. They're already outside. And it's around this time that you hear the door creak from the back room as the owner comes and walks over and sets down your specific drinks that you asked for, and then a assorted meat platter of both cooked and uncooked various meats. Doesn't tell you what they are, stabs a knife into the table. And
I am
walks
not
away.
discerning.
Thank you.
I didn't mean right now.
The goblins are
Guys, I
gone.
got it. 3 blocks down the road, the alleyway between the bakery and the stables. Go forward past the compost pile next to the dumpsters. Don't make eye contact with Dum Dum.
Grung.
Right.
Or Dum Dum, probably.
I shouldn't have corrected you on the
Sam.
DM. Your character can be fallible if he wants to. Whatever.
That's okay, I got him.
All right.
I would have had him there too for that one.
Yep.
All right. Well, sounds like we don't need to follow them.
No, we'll
figured.
just meet them there later.
Yeah. I
You've
didn't-
got
that
3
right.
days or 11 hours till the next meeting place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Anything else you guys want to do for the night? Barring anything else that pops up.
Look at. I'm currently sawing off some bread and meats and making myself a sandwich.
Awesome. Do you take the cooked or the uncooked meats?
the cook.
All right. You bite into it, and it's got a gamey taste, but it's definitely a bird of some sort. Some sort of gamey bird. Like a wild turkey, maybe? Or like a pheasant? Could be a swan. You don't know. Definitely not chicken, though. More exotic.
Okay.
Yep.
Good bird.
Any other interactions you want to do while you're in the crippled horse?
Well, maybe I'll just eat and drink.
All right.
Yeah, same. I was just looking over my character sheet again.
Sure.
Normal stuff.
So after about an hour at the crippled horse, the sun has pretty well set as you guys finish up your meal and drinks. It was already kind of getting dark. It's like twilight dusk area. The sun's kind of gone down now behind. You look outside, you do see that like perfect spot of the sun going down with the colors going across the sky, like in, hues of orange and, purples and whatnot, as the moon comes out and kind of mixes with that color, creating a interesting cascade of colors going over the city that doesn't last terribly long before, night takes over completely. And you notice as the shift happens, the city seems a little bit more lively. Just the general demeanor of everybody around gets, 5% more raucous.
Is it dark or are there like streetlights around or torches?
There's torches out on the street, hanging outside of most of the buildings. Some of them have been put out as people's closing down their businesses for the day, but others have lit them. So kind of
seem
general cheer, workday being over, time to party kind of vibe is what you're kind of picking up. But it's strange. You can't quite put your finger on the strangeness.
Does it seem abnormal to me?
Make a history check with advantage.
Okay.
An 8. That's about what you'd expect.
Yeah. Alright.
What about the facial expressions of people? Are they normal, or are they a little like crazed or tired, or how are they looking?
No crazed. There is some tiredness. You would expect to see some shopkeepers and people that have been working all day kind of have that like tired but not quite exhausted sense to them, as they could finally close up shop and go get a drink before going home kind of thing. You do notice, like, as shift change happens, near when the sun went down, a couple of more guards have come in, grabbed a drink and left, and all of them seem to be significantly more tired. One could even infer exhausted. There's just a general lethargy that seems to have taken over most, if not all, of the guards of the city that you've seen so far.
Do I see them going to multiple taverns, or are they all flocking towards one?
Oh, all kinds. As you're observing, looking out the windows, you see some come into this tavern, grab a drink, down it, and then leave. Others have gone to the last drop. You see some going down the street, into any number of homes or inns, taverns, etc.
Okay, that narrows it down a little.
Yeah.
Oh, shall we find an inn to spend the night?
Probably should. This one didn't really have.
I think the last drop looked like it had rooms for us.
There's the very large inn across the street, yeah.
Let's do that one.
All right, start in there.
Okay. So you guys pay your tab. I'll work out what it totally comes out to after the session. I'll PM you guys in the chat, and you can remove it from your bank. But I assume that you pay your tab.
I also need to pay for the round. For the
easy. It's 1 silver per drink. So 4 silver for you. Done.
Done. All
plus whatever the tab, plus meats, all that comes out to. I'll let you know.
I just, yeah.
Their tab, 4 silver. Very easy.
Cool.
As you guys all kind of funnel out, Gran kind of like powers back up, walks out with you, big robot ass just kind of going out with you, walks across the street with you directly to the last drop where you enter, and you see sophisticated is not the exact word for it. That would be an understatement. The difference between the crippled horse and the last drop is as soon as you step in, gone is the smell of bodily fluids, hay, and mud, and a more high-end and rich kind of smell. You smell clean woods, honest sweat, and salty, tangy drinks. The smell of cooked meats, vegetables, and a strange mix of who knows how many different kinds of perfumes and scents from the clientele and the people that are working here. You see bookcases stacked with books along the walls and stuff, and as you look around, you see a lot of well-dressed people. Nobody seems too, high and mighty, but they're definitely more well-off than the previous establishment. And as you enter, you see a tall woman at the kind of front desk concierge area. Skin of milk chocolate. She's tall, slender, makeup done just so, with her hair up in a bun. Kind of turns and just looks at you and says, welcome to the last drop. I'm Cassandra. What can I get for you?
Well, I need a room for my companion and I.
Oh, which one is your companion?
The robot. I'll pat him on the head.
Oh, would you like a medium or a large-sized room? He seems large. Does he take a bed?
He'll sit on the floor. He'll be fine. We'll take a medium.
Okay, that will be 7 gold pieces, please.
Cool. I'll drop off 7 and look at everyone else.
And she hands you a room key.
One
She
for
looks
me
over.
as well.
Okay, luxury, medium, small? How are we feeling tonight?
How bad is the small compared to the medium?
Well, do you mean like in gold cost or size?
Both.
The small is 5, the medium is 7, and the luxury is 12. The luxury does come with certain perks, but, yeah. The small is, well, it's big enough for a bed and a bookcase and a table and a small, washroom, let's say. And the medium is that and then half again. And then the luxury is probably 3 times as big.
No, I'll just take this.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry,
small's fine with me.
I'm sorry, your voice dipped off there at the end. You'll take the which one?
Small, please.
Small? Okay, yeah, that'll be 5 gold,
Yes.
please.
Your visor clanked down.
Yep, sorry.
Your noise gate totally fucking cut it off, and I was like, how do I RP that? She looks at Kato and Ebby. Which
Same.
you like? Small? Small? Both of you?
A medium.
Medium for you. Okay. Collect 7 gold from Kato, 5 gold from...
I'll reach in the bag of holding and pay for it.
Okay, so you're
Yep, I
paying
just-
for everything.
Yep.
Okay.
I-
She
I
gives you
point
each...
over.
She gives you each, like, room keys, which have a little tag that says the room number on them, and she points to the stairwell over in the southeast corner of the establishment, which is kind of across the whole meeting front room, foyer, drinking, meeting area. Yeah, and, I mean, there is a bar here and a couple of tables set up and tables and stuff if you guys want to hang out and, read or discuss with other people, or you can go straight to bed. Your call.
Does anyone want to catch a drink? Just kind of get the general vibe of the spot. It's been a bit since I've
sounds
been
good.
here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go get a table by a window. Watch the city.
I'm gonna lean into Abby. I know you're a lot more perceptive as my helmet clanks down and I pull it up than me, so perhaps be my eyes and ears a little bit.
Sure. I'm
You
gonna
should get Ven to modify that too, so it slides open instead of flapping.
I was kind of used to it as a child, I suppose, and never updated.
in spirit of being his eyes and ears, I'll scope the scene of the bar.
Okay. Give me a general perception check. Because you're doing it, kind of more actively, I'll say with advantage. Not that it matters, you rolled a nat 20. Okay.
We didn't need it.
I'm gonna need
Save my
you.
20s for dialogue.
I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
roll a private insight check. Roll to DM only.
Found the big bad.
Oh,
He's
interesting.
in the end.
What's your modifier?
For insight.
Insight, yeah.
+8.
Ooh.
Okay, I have to type some shit.
Are we
Please,
like in elevator music time?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely discuss
All right.
amongst each other.
Damn. Okay.
So how many people are in the tiny castle?
Like 200 or something, isn't it?
There was a lot. Yeah. There was like a grip. He had like a whole like structure, like a whole hierarchy. I thought in there, right?
How are these people
Yes.
being fed?
We're feeding them. They had like a supply of food, but we were feeding them. So hopefully, he said he was doing it daily. So
Zen said so. I haven't been checking.
we'll just
Oh.
say he's doing it.
Wait, the souls guy? You left the castle with the souls guy?
Well, it was his
kind of
soul sucking sword.
his. Yeah.
S-
It was traded for the cube.
Oh. Wait, so he no longer has the sword? He got the cube on purpose?
Oh, he
Yes,
has
he has
a
a
new
new
sword.
sword that may or may not suck souls.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't suck souls. He said this one. Yes.
Ah, yes, my mistake.
Yeah. And I definitely believed him.
How many people in this castle would you wager are adept at fighting?
0.
Oh, so
if you
they're
don't
all
count the 4, leaning very close, mind flayers in the pods.
Okay, so these are artsy people then.
They seemed to worship them, but couldn't wake them up for some reason, so I'm not entirely sure.
Interesting. Culty. That's some people have a whole religions about that kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's strange.
I mean, who am I to judge? So long as they're happy and not squished when the cube gets small.
They did not look happy.
No. Oh,
No, not at all. They were not enjoying life.
so should we break into this castle and kill the elephant? Then we have a castle all to ourselves. That
don't
seems
know.
convenient. If we ever wanted to, take on the Inquisition, oh, we're in the field. Oh no, we're going to be castle.
That would be useful.
And then we just
Castle.
camp there and be like, "You guys look dumb."
The ironic
Sure.
thing is you're going to be laughing really hard when you get this message in a second, having just said that. Please continue.
I'm gonna be like turn around and the whole wall is gonna be Inquisition dudes.
We are by a window, so we should see him coming.
They got their helmets up on the bar. They're just staring at me.
Okay, Derek, you can read that now.
Okay, give me 10 seconds, guys.
Okay, we're pausing.
That's a good face.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, couple things. This is a happening place. There's some people here. I noticed all the staff are women. There's some merchants here wearing nice stuff. There are definitely Inquisitors here. Several Inquisitors here. Cassandra is looking wary at the Inquisitor, so she's uncomfy. How many specifically is there for the Inquisition?
Inquisitors that you can see, 6.
Guys? 6.
Mhm.
You guys took us to a cop bar.
They're not a cop.
Well, you would know.
I'm laughing because the irony of my new real life job. Are you guys still comfy being here with the narcs?
Can I glance at them? Are they Inquisition checking us out, or are they kind of not caring?
As you look over, give me a perception check. You kind of get the impression that they noticed you guys as you walked in, but aren't paying any attention whatsoever.
Play it cool, guys. We're
Well, I
fine.
mean,
Like they
don't-
clocked you, but didn't feel you're a threat, kind of thing, and they're just going about their night. Basically, is
They
the
don't
vibe
have-
you're getting.
well, they don't have like a big presence here, right?
No,
Like not a. So they're mostly just their own group. They don't have like infrastructure here like the Blast
No.
place.
They're just
they want
visiting
in. The
because
previous king would not let them in.
My father died, and now they're here to try to bring a presence on
Oh,
my
so does that
brother
mean?
if he takes
To
the
bring
throne.
presents?
Yeah.
Do you want to metaphorically put your dick on the table here and just take them out back and hang them?
I think I need to at least have some contact with some people on the inside first and see
Fair
where
enough.
it lies. Because
I mean,
at the moment,
it was your dad's town, right? It's really about how you feel about the situation.
I mean, I have the silence spell if we want to go in.
well, so the problem is that doesn't really go to me. It goes to my brother. That was I am the orphan, right? So they don't really know. It belongs to me technically.
If you want to do it clean, we could just, banish. Just put it out there.
I mean,
You talk about
a clean way
heisting
to
the
do it.
kingdom. I just caught on. I was like, oh fuck.
Just
That's a
banish
plan.
them all.
Wait, was that
It's
quoted?
an option.
I mean, possibly.
It's up to you. It's a nice night, and if we
Yes.
got to spill a little blood, I'm here. I'm here for it.
Can I size them up, Jay?
Yeah.
What would I do
do
for
we see
that?
one of like the advanced
In what
members
way
with
would you
cool
like to
magic
do
shit?
that? Are you trying to like just
threat,
look at
threat
them?
level.
Oh, okay. You can give me an insight check.
Okay.
You
So
do have
there's
you
like-
do have a party member that I don't know if he's told you his abilities, but he can get a much more accurate threat level. I believe he just messaged me. But please give me an insight check. You're doing the thing, okay.
Well, I can just say it out loud to the party, I guess. More so with that, because I don't want to cuck
You're good.
a roll. You know what I'm saying?
There's no roll with what Brian's doing. I mean,
Oh.
one of your party
Okay.
members was doing. Yeah, it is an inherent ability with his class.
Okay. 'Cause, like my insight's bad, so I'm rolling
Sure.
that then because that's what I was, I guess, doing.
Yeah. They seem like formidable fighters based on, how relaxed they are and their general arms about them. That you do see visible weapons. They are inquisitors. They seem capable, but not
How many?
threatening. There's 6 in total that you can see.
That's a lot more than I thought. Okay. Do they all look like sword shield or varying equipment?
No, each one of them appears to have a short sword, and aside from that, what could be best described as the typical Inquisitor garb, which is a very, very light armor, if any, and for lack of better words, dark wizard robes, you could say. They all have a very similar arms and armor setup to a current party member sitting at your table. Only they wear black, and I don't know if he does.
Not usually.
Okay.
Do any of them remind me of Eris, the other Inquisitor guy we met?
Yeah, only in that they are dressed similarly.
Okay.
None of
I'm just
them
looking for like
are
any
Eris.
identifying marks since we knew Eris was higher up in the organization.
Yeah, no, you don't
they're
notice
tough.
any knots of rank on their shoulders or anything like that.
Okay.
But
So they're
yeah.
probably grunts.
That's a good call, actually.
Right.
So yeah, I'll kind of lean over to the party. If you wanted to kind of mess with them, it'd be an interesting fight, but I don't think it would go very well. Especially not in a crowded area.
Ooh. I mean, it's got a point. What do you guys think of my castle idea?
Dropping castles on people?
No. Where we go inside, we kill their gods, and take the castle for ourselves.
You do know that I'm pretty sure I saw with my own eyes 2, and they said there were 2 more. I don't know.
Were they
if I
awake
wanna-
or they were still in pods? I don't quite remember. I feel like we may have
Could've sworn
talked
we-
to one actually.
I could have sworn we talked to at least one.
I thought we
Okay,
talked
they
to
may
one.
be slightly more awake than I thought.
Would you like to roll a history check?
Sure.
You can roll a
Sure.
history check, yeah.
9.
Merrick, you have no idea.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
One.
Cohen, you distinctly remember speaking to a mind flayer. More specifically,
Okay.
telepathically, but you do remember
Yeah.
it. Kato, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start nodding because someone said that out loud.
Yep.
Huh.
He spoke in a
It's
brain.
less free.
That seems kind of actually dangerous.
I
'Cause
will
then, like,
say at least one.
You get trapped in there. I assume that's why there's so many people in there. Yeah. So that seemed more dangerous than I initially anticipated. All my ideas are dangerous. I'm sorry.
The circles you keep, right?
Yeah, you are the people you hang out with.
Right.
I mean, if we really are intent on murdering them, I could cast silence, let the bubble kind of creep into their room, then we all go in and shank them one at a time.
It's not a bad idea. That would even work for the fight back here if we wanted to take out those Inquisition people.
Yes.
We take them into the alleyway. We say, there's some goblins. They were talking about Fae. They're over here by the compost. We lure them all the way back to the dumpster, cast silence on them, and then murder them very quietly.
We take all of them at once. That is apparently a little spicy.
That is a little spicy.
I'm gonna try to shoot a glance over to make sure they're not hearing any of this murder
Sure.
talk.
Roll perception.
All
I
right.
mean, I hope we've been whispering a little bit.
Yeah, definitely not like yelling this, but
How should we murder those guards over there?
This bar's really loud.
Yeah, exactly. And then music cuts, and you're like, "Let's
Uh,
kill the guards."
As far as music goes, there is a 2-person band across the room. One is very lightly playing a dulcimer and hand drum setup, and the other one is playing a flute, but it is very much quiet in comparison to like another place. You guys can speak at a normal talking volume and not have to worry about being overheard at the... Now, having had this conversation and noticing around the room, you can't hear other tables. Not magically, but the way that the room is set up, it appears the way that it's been set up and the distance from the tables, if you're speaking in a regular speaking voice, unless magically enhanced, you generally can't make out what other people are saying. It's very cleverly done. And Cohen, they appear to have noticed you, but don't be paying any attention to you at all. They're just talking amongst each other, occasionally flagging down one of Cassandra's girls to order another drink or whatever, but generally have just kind of let you be. They don't appear to any indication that they've heard you.
I think the feng shui of this building is in a way in which that we don't actually bother each other or hear each other's conversations.
Pretty helpful considering the things we talk about.
Very much so.
I mean, it's loud enough, and as well as I was actively trying to listen in, and I couldn't even when I was trying. So I think we're fine. I think we're overthinking it right now.
Is this bar, Cassandra's bar, called Cassandra's?
No, it's the last drop.
The last drop. Sorry, I should actually start taking notes.
Oh, you're good. You did just lose all your notes, so I get it.
Right? I feel like I should jump back into this.
Fair.
This keyboard is louder than my last one, though.
We don't even hear it.
Sorry.
If you care, the sign outside is a keg upturned with one singular drop coming out of it. Hence the last drop.
So a lot of keg symbolism.
It's
Is that my
kind
doing
of like,
or your doing?
it's the universal sign of like mostly mine. That's like the mostly the universal sign of like, hey, drinks are here is a keg. You know, like you wouldn't put like a fucking horseshoe on a tavern. Generally,
What if
Kinda
it's the
sense.
lucky horseshoe?
if it's the lucky horseshoe, then maybe you would. But you wouldn't be like
There'd
drinks.
probably be a keg
horseshoe,
and then
you
a
know?
horseshoe around. it,
Exactly.
you know?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Or it'd be a keg dumping out a bunch of horseshoes. Ooh, idea for later.
The mini horseshoe.
Yeah, right. The last crooked horseshoe.
Actually,
crippled horseshoe.
That would be horseshoes aplenty. Because you
Ooh.
got to keep it Irish. you
I like
know?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gran just kind of like looks over at you guys, realizing the conversation's kind of died down, and just goes, "I'm gonna go power down." And then just kind of like turns and walks to the stairs and starts making his way up to the room that he and Merrick share.
He doesn't have the key, so I'm not sure how he's getting in.
You'll figure it out. Or power down
Wait and
outside.
see. What would you guys like to do?
Well, are we doing this, or are we going by another peaceful night?
I think we'd do a peaceful night. I don't really think the handful. We don't even have. We'd.
Yeah, we're a man down, too.
Whereas, what's his face? Gran has been sleeping all day.
Yes, we don't have a place to retreat to either. Probably
No, we're
best.
not at full fighting strength. We shouldn't be picking on people. Plus, we just got into town.
I really
do
need
we-
to see the vibe as well. I've only talked to my foster parents and saw that my old master isn't in town. He's still off chasing God knows who. What's her face? And things aren't really right for me. So I would rather feel out the neighborhood, as one would say.
That's fair. Yes or no? I know this is a really complicated question, but do you want to be Lord of Blackmarsh?
I'm gonna. My mic isn't queuing up. I'm gonna stammer for like 30 seconds and just go like that.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, since your dad's dead, all these kind of situations they can be a little fluid, a little stabby. It really comes down to what your goals are. I've met with our ability to be drawing on our resources to, execute those goals.
I hadn't really had much time to think about it. If it was the right decision, yeah, I would take up the mantle. But I don't have any knowledge of what's been going on. I have very little knowledge of any of it. I just found out I was basically an heir to the throne. So, figuring it out as we go.
If you don't want it, we could sell your lordness to someone and probably profit by it.
Meta real quick. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have like a brother that was not in foster care, right?
You have a twin brother that you were separated at birth. Your real parents, you know this from the letter, but your real parents, the king and queen, had twins and realized that would create a problem for the succession. So at literally within a couple of days, chose one that they would raise as their son and gave one to your adoptive parents to raise, not connected in any way.
Okay.
So technically twin, you're not sure who's the older, but yeah, one was raised basically groomed to become prince and thus eventually king, and the other one was essentially, depending on your perspective and outlook of the whole thing, either cast away or, you know,
that makes sense.
Messy successions are bad for the kingdom is essentially what your insight would tell you. Their probable reasoning was for it. Whether or not you accept that is totally your prerogative.
Okay,
Still
so let me-
meta.
Oh,
Are you the one that was cast out or raised here?
cast out?
Got it. Sorry, please continue.
I was still raised here, but I was cast out to a lesser family.
So you were warded by someone.
The king's
Yes.
most trusted guardsman, the literal sword of the king, the one that trains all of his best knights, is Wrath. And that's who essentially Cohen squired for up until the bar fight where somebody died and set off this whole adventure. Which he has
So-
told you bits and parts of that. I'm just connecting all the lines so that they...
Yeah. I would have said that better than, I guess, with like the brother. Then
You're
I would
good. We haven't
explain
played in
the twin.
153 days, so I get it.
No, yeah, that's why. As I was saying it, I was like, I know there was more to this. I don't recall.
Yeah.
Because I only wrote like a quarter, and then
Oh yeah, I
the letter
expanded
that-
on it for sure.
Yeah. The letter was like much different.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, I would have explained that in different words, I guess then.
Sure.
But so maybe that changes what you would have asked, I guess, as well. So I don't know if you want to. I can continue to answer that question, but it would be like, you know what I mean?
We should talk to more people.
Yeah. Essentially, I feel like I should talk to more people. I don't really know where it all lies, and I haven't spoken to my brother in ever.
That's actually probably a great place to start.
That was kind of what I was thinking. I don't know if you'll even believe me.
Are you identical twins or not?
Fuck me if I know.
Fair enough. I was going to ask, is there anyone in the Paladin Order that you know and trust that could maybe vouch for us or something?
That was who I was going. That was who we went to prior to my foster family.
Okay.
He's off chasing evil lady that summoned the automatons. So I'm not quite sure where to begin next.
Oh, we can figure it out in the morning. I'm going to bed.
I like
Okay.
that
And I
too.
will go find Gran, see if he got into the room.
Yeah, as you make your way up to the stairs, you just see Gran standing outside the door to your guys' room. And as you walk up, he just looks over at you and goes, I thought about kicking the door in. I didn't.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. Good job, Gran. I'll give you a... I don't give you cookies, but I'll give you something equivalent. I'll give him a gold piece.
He just
Give it to him to munch
puts
on.
it in his mouth. He just starts sucking on a gold piece.
All right, we'll go to bed.
You enter your room. It is, a modest size, as previously described. Decently nice bed, not like the most plush thing ever, but, definitely a step up from, typical traveling, taverns and whatnot. Find yourself a comfortable spot in the bed and settle down. Gran just kind of like plunks himself down next to the door, and then you just see him just and like his eye lights go out, and he goes into sleep mode, and presumably you go to sleep.
Yeah, I'll take my club and just lean it against the door so it'll knock over if it opens.
Sure. Okay, you do that. We'll visit back to the other three in the tavern. What are you guys doing?
Well, I was going to bed too.
Go to bed. Okay.
Same.
And
Probably
okay.
same.
Cool. You all make your way to the varying rooms that you paid for. Enter, and barring any other clubs on the door, whatever, Do you guys have any rituals or whatever you'd like to do with that, or
I'll set
I
an
have
alarm.
you set an alarm? Okay.
I grab my amulet and say, Vinveres may be hoarding souls with a special sword. I'm investigating.
A couple heartbeats go by, and you hear, interesting. Could this be the cause of the divergence? I probably should have typed that to you, but you said that part out loud, so it's whatever.
All good. All
Yep.
good. I was being more covert about it, but I just left to go fight a small siege.
Sure.
I'm going to be a little bit more open with them about
Fair
some
enough.
things on the back end.
Fair enough. Any other prep before bed from anybody? No? Okay. As you all settle in to go to sleep, I need wisdom saves from everybody.
Oh, good.
Yeah. You are in
Oh,
Blackmarsh
is
now.
this
Sorry.
why everyone's fatigued?
It might be. It might be related.
Wisdom?
Yes, please.
Got it. Alright. Oh boy. Why is it so low?
I have advantage against spells. Should I roll twice?
You
never mind.
have advantage anyways because of something you don't know about, but yes, you can roll again if you would like to roll another d20 just to flex on people.
Christ.
Well, it's
God.
private, so we don't know how much he's flexing.
Oh, it was a nat 20.
That was another nat 20.
Nat 20 plus 8. Okay. Well, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is one of you passed. Bad news is DC was 28. So, yeah, 3 of you failed. But I'll tell you exactly what happens. But we have to do this in sequence. And so what I'll do is we'll do headphones off. I'll do each of you one by one. Keep your eye on the homebrew chat. I'll tell you who's up next. First, I'm going to start with Lauren. So the other 3 of you, headphones off, and then I'll let you know in the chat who's up next.
Bye-bye.
Oh boy!
Okay, so as you fall asleep, you notice a strange sense come over you, and your eyes open up, and you see a figure standing in your room at the doorway. The figure is dressed young woman, it appears, roughly in her 20s, appears to be human, with brown hair pulled up into a tail, with bright green eyes. You see one hand come out from her clothing and reaching behind Gran's back and appears to be tinkering with something. And as your eyes kind of focus on her, her head just kind of turns and meets your eyes and locks for a second, and then you wake up.
Immediately go over to Gran and see. Oh, anything wrong with
have
his
to,
back?
We have to resolve everybody else first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Brian. Okay, Brian. As you fall asleep, you see, you fall asleep, you feel a strange magical something take hold over you. And as your eyes kind of flutter open, you see a young woman, roughly in her 20s, brown hair pulled up into a tail, with bright green eyes, just staring at you. And as you kind of, your surroundings come more closely to you and you're able to focus more, your eyes meet and you wake up. And you're done.
Yep.
And now Derek. Okay, sir. Ebby. As you fall asleep, you feel a strange sense of magic come over you. Now, You have an advantage on this check, not that it matters because you rolled a nat 20 anyways. So even though you met the DC, even if it was like a +7, you would still have a partial success. But you met the DC, so you beat it, and you had a nat 20, so you definitely beat it. So you fall asleep, and you notice, you feel a strange sense of magic wash over you. And it's familiar. It's strangely familiar. And as you kind of open your eyes and look around the room, you see a young woman, roughly in her 20s, brown hair pulled up to a tail with bright green eyes. And she looks you in your eyes, and your eyes meet. And you know this creature. This creature is hundreds, if not thousands of years old. And the Dreamweaver speaks to you. Abby. And you wake up.
Crap.
Yep, headphones off for you.
Kit.
Bob time. Hello, sir.
Sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
gotta...
It was like a 5-second delay. You're fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so as you drift off to sleep, you feel a strange magical sense come over you, like some strange magical effect. And as your eyes kind of flutter awake and you look around the room, you see a young woman standing at the doorway. She's in her 20s, with brown hair pulled up into a tail, bright green eyes. And as her eyes lock onto yours, she smiles, and you wake up. And you have a strange feeling on the back of your hand, like water? Moisture? And as you look down, you see a figure all in black. It appears to be kissing your wrist or your hand, and then you feel a pinch. You're awake.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Can I try to recall the dream woman? Does she look familiar in any way?
You've never seen this figure before, the one in the dream. The one that's before you is still before you, holding your hand.
Oh!
Yeah, you woke
I
up
didn't
from the
realize
dream
that.
and found a creature holding your hand and either kissing or licking your wrist.
Oh,
And then you felt a pinch.
Okay. Did I feel damage?
Mechanically,
that's meta
no.
way of saying it.
Mechanically, no, but you definitely
How
felt
hard
a
was
piercing.
it?
You felt something pierce you.
Okay. I guess reaction would be I would jolt up and I'm. Fuck. I was gonna say I'd take off everything but my belt of the hill giant because I was trying to make the shit grow more.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean I would defend myself for sure. So I'm gonna jolt up and
Sure.
I guess whatever arm it's on, try to break free.
It'd be on your right. You pull your hand away, and the creature, the figure in front of you, stands up and stands to her full height and kind of takes a step back. And you notice it's that same milk chocolate skin. Tall, slender, perfectly done makeup, hair in a bun. And you notice, maybe you didn't notice before, but damn, she's beautiful. It's strange. You seem to feel almost an irrevocable attraction towards her. And she just kind of smiles at you and says, I have made you my spawn now. Enjoy the gifts I've given you. And if you should desire more, all you need do is end one pure life. Drink of their blood, and you will become a full vampire. Many more gifts are in store for you if you take this path. Welcome to the Eternal.
What is your name?
I'm Cassandra.
Good.
You're staying in my place.
Got it.
I'll be downstairs if you require anything. I'd recommend blood at least once a week. If you...
That now?
You'll feel it soon. It's at this
Okay.
point, that prick that you felt, you kind of look down, and you've got 2 small punctures on your wrist, and they almost seem to be like already kind of scabbed over and like puffy and red, as you realize the nature of what's just happened. You've been bitten by a fucking vampire. What the fuck?
Okay.
And she just kind of curtsies, opens up the door, and leaves. You're awake. You did get your full rest, and now I gotta wake up the voice.
Okay.
I'll let you stew on that for a second.
Do I headphones off, or is there
Nope, you're good.
coming back? Okay. What the fuck, man?
Raen! Oh, I will send you the details shortly.
Yeah. Let me know the details of.
It's a
whatever
pretty
that
good
is.
power boost.
Well, I'm gonna want to do it because
If you want to do it, you can, or you can choose not
that
to.
sounds. I mean, just for the
Whatever it is, do
character,
it.
that sounds like a badass combination.
It certainly
You know
can
what
be.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Like it reminds me of like being like in Morrowind.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got the inspiration for the mechanics of how that works.
Okay.
I've been trying to make, being vague because everybody else has headphones on, make that affliction work in a D&D
Yeah.
setting for a while, because there is no
We'll
Forgotten
see.
Realms D&D version.
Yeah.
So I
If it
finally
might be
came up with a good
something.
system.
If I can somehow swing both things, that would be sick.
It is
But
possible.
We'll see. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending you the block now.
Is everyone else awake?
Yep, they're all awake and in their own rooms. So you all can do whatever it is that you would like to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna be walking as soon as that walked out of my room. I'm gonna like wait 20 seconds and then open the door into the
So
hallway.
what time is it at this point?
It is morning. That dream, for each of you, the dream portion was like 5 seconds, but it was 8 hours. You have a full rest. Everybody feels awakened and refreshed and ready to take on the world, except if you failed the check, then you feel a little bit exhausted, but you don't have exhaustion. You're starting to understand why the guards are tired. Those of you that failed the check. Ebby, you
I
felt
would've
great,
woken up 4
despite
hours ago.
obviously how you might feel about certain events. You feel fine. Everybody else, you feel kind of tired.
I'll go to the common.
All right.
Yeah, definitely my personal stuff.
When I check on Gran, is he okay? Is there anything tinkered with or anything like that?
The eye lights don't come on.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll tinker with him for maybe 15 minutes and then go down with everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm heading down. If that's where I see people going.
Sure. Sending you a block of text to read at your leisure.
Yeah, no worries.
When I checked Gran, did he look tinkered with, or did it look like anything was open, or is just everything's the same?
No,
He's just not
he
turning
seems perfectly normal, despite the fact that his eye lights are completely off, and I don't know if you want to try like poking him or smacking him or trying to wake him up in what way. You let me know. But so far, no movement, no nothing. Just seems completely inert.
on? All right, that's a problem. But I'll go join the rest of the party now.
You make your way downstairs. Ebby, I assume you're down there with everybody else too?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody else, made their way to their table. You notice not everybody has gotten up this early. There's like maybe 1 or 2 Inquisition people, having a breakfast in the corner. They don't seem to really be bothered by you. The staff are walking around. It's all the same staff as the night before, which, that's weird. They work through the night? Did they sleep? You don't know. Cassandra's sitting at the front, kind of greeting area. And you look around at, each other, for each of you, as you look around at your party mates, Ebby, Cohen, and Kato all seem tired. They have this general sense of lethargy around them, similar to what you've seen on the guards. Ebby seems totally fine, just like normal.
Huh. You look terrible. Did the ghost come and murder your friend too?
I always look terrible.
Gran is dead, by the way.
Body.
He's not turning on.
Oh.
No object
Love the
permanence.
casual way you just dropped that into the conversation.
Holy fuck. Taylor's gonna watch this later and he's gonna put in the chat, what the fuck, dude?
0 to 100 there. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried turning him off and turning him back on again?
I don't know how to turn him on again, is the problem.
Probably a switch.
A thought came
He
to
was
my
asleep
mind.
for
Did you
hundreds of
try
years.
rubbing him?
I was thinking it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stay out now.
So, do you grieve for him when he doesn't exist?
I do feel a sense of loss, yes. Of course,
Do you
he's a
wanna talk
robot, so he
about
might
that?
just turn on again, so I'm not entirely sure how to feel.
Would you like a ceremony done about his deadness? It's kind of my whole thing.
That feels a little soon. He might just be sleeping.
Oh,
I'll take you up on that offer maybe in a few weeks' time if he's still dead.
okay. Yeah.
For now, I will hold out foolish
yeah.
hope.
So I was visited by the Dreamweaver last night.
Oh, you also had a dream. I was joking.
Yeah. The Dreamweaver.
I'm gonna
Was sitting in my
sink
room.
down in my chair when they said dream.
Okay.
She addressed me by name. She's a known dangerous person.
What do you mean, Dreamweaver?
Oh, so if I'm remembering my lore correctly, Dreamweaver was one of the 7,
One of the 9.
one of the 9. Thank
Yeah.
you. There was a famous Council of 9 back at my citadel. Sorry, the Necropolis. I'm getting my lore right. There was a bit of a divergence, and the Dreamweaver left after attempting to kill me again. I suspect it was the Dreamweaver that killed my original body. I can't prove it, but I think they might have killed me. So anyways, she visited me last night.
How'd that go?
Literally said my name. Boom. I woke up and I was totally awake.
That's cool.
Yeah, but she visited me. That feels like a threat. Like, she just shows up and is all like, "Ha! I'm in your space. You know, this is your safe place in your head." And usually I'm quite resistant to that kind of effect, but she just gets right in there. So I guess that's
What
why
did
they
she
call
look
it the
like?
dream.
She looks like a young woman in her 20s-ish.
Yeah, brunette, green eyes.
Ah, yes, the same one is the one that murdered Gran. I saw her reaching her hand inside of his carapace, and then I jolted awake.
Oh fuck.
Yes, I'm a little more worried now.
Well, he might not be dead. She, I assume, just put him in like a brain dream coma thing
Do robots dream?
of
They
electric.
do.
Of electric sheep.
Thank you, Blade Runner. Woo. Yeah, he's likely not dead. I don't know specifically how the Dreamweaver achieves what they do, but their namesake isn't just a name.
Oh, Kaido, how about you? Going?
Yeah,
dreams?
I also had a dream of that same lady.
What'd she do to you?
Not much. We basically kind of like locked eyes a little bit, and then I woke up.
I think you got off really easy. Cohen
Sounds
looks
like it.
haunted.
Cohen does look haunted. He did say he's like slinking down his chair.
Just down in the chair.
You guys had a dream? I didn't have what I didn't have a dream.
It's not terribly convincing.
What happened to you last night then?
Are my what is my is my armor covering my whole arm?
If you put it on, yeah. Before coming downstairs, or if you just put on regular clothing, and you could long shirt, short shirt. Whatever.
I would have put on clothing at least. To,
I imagine
Thank
you
you.
wouldn't
Yeah.
walk down naked, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, no. I would have at least I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm hiding
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, you've got your random assortment of clothing.
Okay, so I have a long
pants.
sleeve. I have a long sleeve on.
All right,
is
gotcha.
all. Okay.
Yeah.
So as I'm sitting there, I kind of like, I pull my sleeve down,
Hmm.
on one of my arms, and I kind of fidget. And no, what do you mean?
No, you're among friends here. You can tell us if there's something wrong. We can help you.
Among, and I kind of look around. Yeah, I just look around, and I kind of panic a little bit, I guess.
Right.
I don't necessarily think that's correct, and I try to kind of lower my voice.
Oh. Did she stay here?
I don't want to talk about it here,
Okay.
and I just look really uneasy.
Mhm.
Should we find a nice quiet spot alone?
Not here.
Or if I have any kind of magic that makes an area safe. I'm looking at my
If
spell.
I do my daily preparations, I might have one.
If I see you guys start pulling out your like tomes and
Yeah, we're
spells,
looking at
We'll just
Flipping
live
through the
Uh,
book.
honestly, we could just go down the street or something. I'm sure it's just the same. Maybe I don't know.
Huh. I have some. I do have aura of purity.
Could I interest you in a tiny hut?
Just remember, there are Inquisition in the room. If you're going to cast any magic, not that they have influence here, but be aware
also
they
pulling
are
out
in
the-
the room.
The magic tome would not be a good look either.
Yeah, I'm not
As
actually
long- as
I'm
long
not
as you're
literally flipping through my book,
Thumbing through
but
it.
As long as you're not actively using magic in front of them, like that's essentially like the same thing as like pulling out a joint directly in front of a cop and sparking up right in front of them. Like, there's
We're in Canada. That reference doesn't travel anymore.
no, but they're still American, so it's still
Oh,
traveling.
that's
It's legal in Oregon.
What do you
I'm
mean? It's legal
Colorado.
here.
Yeah, so
Well, okay, literally all of our states are very liberal. Then, whatever.
hell yeah,
Well,
brother.
slash country. Okay, it's like pulling out I don't know how one does math. I was about to say meth needle.
That sounds about right.
a
I don't know.
spoon and some crystals.
Yeah, fine. You
One.
pull out a spoon and some crystals right in front of a cop. You want to hit? Like, that's essentially what
sip.
that would be doing. You can get the paraphernalia out, but like you're not going to spark it up right in front of them. Is my point. Like, there's stupid, and then there's really just really, But yeah. So
If anything goes wrong, you guys get up off of the floor, and I'll just blight the whole room.
I don't think we'll have any trouble potentially leaving, because they know I'll be back.
This is so ominous.
Can
I
we
like
just
this
walk
side
out
of
of
Yeah,
the?
I'm concerned.
We could just literally leave, and I will tell you things.
Yeah. Let's leave.
Okay, let's leave. Yes.
Let's go see the goblins. So let's walk.
Sure.
and
Just
talk
anywhere
on.
but this fucking building, please.
Yeah.
As you guys get up to go to leave, you make your way, past Cassandra at the concierge, and she pulls out a jar, which seems to be completely covered. You don't see what's inside of it, but it's like a mason jar with a screwed on top. And she kind of sets it down and, motions for Cohen to take it. And doesn't bar you in any way, and just says, "Thank you for staying the night. Come again anytime." And
What is it? I'm not asking her, I'm looking. What is it?
it's a jar
It's a jar
of some sort of
of
liquid.
what? What is it? What color?
You can't tell. The jar seems to be like painted in some way. You can.
And it's a closed jar?
It is a closed jar.
On the jar.
Is that
Fuck.
part of the ominous things?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna reach out my hand and hesitantly look up at her and stammer. Do I?
It won't complete, but if you get hungry.
Fuck. And I just grab it and put it in my pack.
All right.
That was even more ominous.
So you guys start walking down the street, going with the instructions from the night before. It was 3 blocks down to the right, between the bakery and the stables, past the compost. As you guys are walking, it is early in the morning. People are starting to get out and set up their stalls and whatnot. You do get a general sense that if you wanted to talk, as long as you're not being like obnoxiously loud and like declaring your stuff to the world, you could talk with a relative degree of certainty.
I'll hold
that
it
you're
for
not gonna
next
be overheard.
session.
Okay, I thought you were gonna get to it, and then I was gonna basically cut it right.
No,
after
no.
you say what
I'll
you're
hold
gonna
it.
say.
I'll hold it. I'll hold it. So it's a good one.
Okay, I was thinking you were gonna tell them, and I was gonna be like, and that's where we stop, so that they have like a week to think about it.
I mean, we can.
We can.
That's
Gives them a
fine.
week to
I can
think
do
about.
that.
Oh fuck,
All right. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
they might have
potentially.
plans.
It kind of feels
so
like
as-
a big deal.
As we're walking and we get to a spot that we feel good, I'm gonna kind of like walk like trail ahead of you guys, and like kind of stop you, obviously. So that thing that I don't know how to say this. She's a vampire. And as I say that, I'm gonna pull up my right hand and reveal like 2 bite marks on my wrist.
Ooh.
So it's a jar of blood.
And yeah, and after I show them that and they all like see it, I'm gonna pull out the jar and I suspect so, and that's probably why it's painted. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open
Yep.
the jar just to double check.
Wait, do
The,
you have little babies now?
Okay, so two
was
things
that?
happen.
What happened last night?
Two things happen. Firstly, for Cohen, the immediate scent of
Makes me hungry.
rust and iron, kind of that smell.
Yeah.
Immediately, you're just like, you know that smell. It has a strange allure. Normally, people like they smell blood and they're like, "Ugh, it's kind of off-putting." For you, it, regardless how you felt before, now it almost
Sure.
has like a sensual kind of, like when you wake up and you smell coffee for the first time in the morning, you're like, "Oh yes," it has that smell for you now. For everybody
Okay.
else, you just smell the tangy, rusty, irony smell of blood wafting from the
You're gonna see my character kind of have that, when you that Folgers in your cup ad from like the 2000s.
Yeah.
They were like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
that's what I just did, and I'm gonna kind of come to halfway through and where's the lid? And I didn't realize I dropped it on the ground because I grabbed it with both hands afterwards. So I'm gonna tap it and then put it in my bag.
My first question.
Do
Don't
we
let
want to
me-
pause it right there or field a couple of questions?
Yeah, I'll do a couple.
Okay.
Do you want to be a vampire?
I think so.
You're on board for this? I mean, your body.
Oh, you are.
I think so, but I need to think about it.
So, question 2, does this mean that you're a thrall to someone else? Because there's like a hierarchy, right?
That's the problem I need to know. I think I'm a bitch.
So, the third question, the Dreamweaver bit you?
Cassandra.
Oh, Cassandra bit you. Oh, the bartender. Oh, that's
Okay, that changes things.
that's way better. I thought the Dreamweaver bit you. I might have to kill you.
No, that's why I was like, can we please leave the bar? And I like was glancing over and
Okay. No,
staring at her like,
seemed
Okay, I thought this was way worse.
yeah.
that's
No.
fine. I just couldn't say it while she was. I didn't know if she was gonna come and rip my fucking head off.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, she just woke me up and she was sucking on my wrists, and all of a sudden she fucking bit me.
yeah.
But I mean, look, it's all healed. I mean, basically, it's a little
How do you
scabby
feel
with cuffs, but
the sun?
We need to buy an umbrella for you.
I don't think I feel anything now.
Wait,
but I'm
you're
assuming
just-
after
if you wear your
a few
visor
days-
down-
You do, but it's in the blurb I sent you.
That's why I was.
Yeah.
But the next rest. That's why I was trying to RP that.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, not quite yet. You do have the
Okay.
that faint
Inkling.
kind of like inkling, but currently no negative effects.
That's why I was. Yeah. So
my bad.
I'm interluding that. I'm
Yeah.
giving you guys the idea. Yes, I will have something later, but not right now.
We should get you a visor of tinted glass,
Ooh.
and you could go out in the day in your suit of armor. Fine.
Wait a second.
So if you do
Nothing
become
would
king,
change.
you become the eternal
I-
god king of Blackmarsh.
I was thinking it would actually be very fun to be king as well. Yes.
An undying king.
So did you have an arrangement with Cassandra at all, or did she just kind of do this spontaneously?
Not that I recall. I don't know if
like-
I fucked up in a couple years ago in a payment. I don't know.
So if I go back into that bar and be like, "Hey, I want to be Cohen's blood brother," maybe she'd be game.
I mean,
I
if
feel like
you
maybe one
open-
thrall is enough for now.
If you
Just-
openly are asking, I mean, I could. If this is the door I'm opening, then I'm sure I could probably.
Immortality. I'm not icky about blood.
I mean, in theory, couldn't Cohen just bite you? No.
Oh, I wanted us to be equals still, like we
Yeah,
are.
wouldn't she be weaker?
It's got to make sure the power hierarchy is the same.
Yes. I wouldn't want to make you a weaker vampire. That would be silly.
I think if Cassandra's cool, then this seems very amiable.
Well, she gave me a jar of blood and slapped my ass on the way out, essentially.
Huh? I mean, that makes you the first vampire of us all.
Congratulations.
I might be drinking that soon. It smells really good. I can smell it from my backpack at this point. I just start kind of biting on my finger. That's like,
You bite your finger at us, good sir.
All right, let's call it there for the night. And we will pick up probably next week. I don't foresee anything coming up and popping up and stopping us. Hopefully we're back to regular scheduled programming now. So thanks for checking us out. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live every Monday. I can say that again. Haven't been able to for the last 135 days, 53 days, whatever, 153 days. But hey, we're back now. So check out the Twitch stream. It's, linked in the thingy below. Subscribe, Twitch Prime, yada, yada, yada. Like, comment, all that bullshit. What the fuck am I peddling for? Whatever. You know where it is. You know what it is. Do the thing. We're done. We're out. Bye. See you next week.
Boy.
Bye.
Boy.